Hello guys, this is Jack Later. I want to welcome all of our team members here to Team Unstoppable webinar today, and boy, we're excited to provide some stuff for you that's going to help out considerably. And I want to share with you some things here. Today's webinar actually is going to be done primarily by my wife Patty. She's perfected some things that's really helped out in our business, and some things that will make a difference to your bottom line and being able to earn money. And one thing that she's going to focus on today is a little bit of Facebook stuff. And there's no doubt that Facebook cannot be ignored. Facebook is an incredible way to earn money, and whether you are focusing only on Facebook or even if you're focusing on other marketing methods, it still is very important to utilize Facebook as best you can as a marketing method. But we're also going to talk about some other things, some things that are a little bit on the technical side, other things that are not so hard. But anyway, what I want to share with you for just a second, just a couple of things. We've kind of gone back and forth on some different ideas for a team name over the last several months, and we've gone from names like Unstoppable Persistence or Incredible Persistence, and we finally decided to just keep it simple and call it Unstoppable. And I think it's straightforward, and it describes a principle of success that I want to talk about here for a second. But before we do this webinar, I just want to share with you something really quick, something that I read in this book, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. Some of you guys are aware that I've been studying this book, and I just want to point out something really important. Some of you guys already do this already, but when it comes to personal development and mindset training, when I read a book like this, I don't read it like a novel. I actually read it like a textbook, and I do a lot of marking in it. I write a lot of notes in the margins. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I just wanted to share something with you today. Patty is going to present some stuff that's going to help you grow larger as a marketer. Okay, and the point I want to make is this. This is a thought that was in the book by T. Harv Eker, and he said that rich people are bigger than their problems. Poor people are smaller than their problems. I want to read one little paragraph in here that's really, really significant. Okay, he said this. He said the secret to success is not to try to avoid or get rid of or shrink your problems. The secret is to grow yourself so that you're bigger than any problem, and that's one of the purposes that we're going to do right now. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, imagine that you are a person of level 2 strength of character and attitude trying to solve a level 5 problem. Would this problem appear to be big or little? Well, from a level 2 perspective, a level 5 problem would seem like a big problem. Now, let's turn the tables a little bit. Now imagine you've grown yourself and become a level 8 person. Would that same level 5 problem be a big problem or a little problem? Well, magically, the identical problem is now a little problem. Okay, so that's one of the purposes of our webinar today, and really it's the purpose of virtually all of our webinars is to help you grow as a team, as a person, so that you're larger than your problems. Are you larger than your problems? So we want to help you grow larger than your problems. Now, here's one other thing, and this is a segue to our team Unstoppable. So, rich people do not back away from problems, do not avoid problems. They do not complain about problems. Rich people are financial warriors. A financial warrior is one who conquers oneself. Now, this is significant right here, and I'm almost done here. Okay, the bottom line is that if you become a master at handling problems and overcoming any obstacle, you can. What can stop you from success? The answer is nothing can stop you from success. If nothing can stop you, you become unstoppable. So hence the name Unstoppable. Okay. So anyway, that's our team name, and our Facebook page is Unstoppable. Incredible, important part of success in business. And again, growing yourself larger than your problems. Yeah, some of the challenges that you may be facing right now are pretty big. Maybe they're a level 9 problem, but what we want to do is we want to grow you to be a level 9 person so that you're bigger, or a level 10 person so that you're bigger than your problem. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and turn the time over to Patty, and she's going to present a couple of different concepts that are really helpful that she's learned with Facebook, as well as some other things that we've been utilizing over the last year or so in our own business. So I'm going to go ahead and have Patty start. So go ahead, Patty. Enjoy this, guys, and take notes on this. It's good stuff.
Hi, everybody. Have to adjust the camera. I'm a bit shorter than him. And I also need to turn the questions on. Okay. So I am excited to be here, everybody, today. I'm excited to see all of you. Excited to move us forward, you know, and I love that thought that Jack just shared with us, because it's so important. And part of being bigger than our problems is being unstoppable in figuring out our problems. You know, sometimes we will get people who will come in and start the business, and after the first day, they say, oh, I can't do this, I'm going to quit. There's just too many things to do, I can't do this. Instead of taking a step back and looking at things one step at a time and conquering things one step at a time, they give up before they ever start. And that's incredible. There was a great quote that I saw today on Facebook from Zig Ziglar. He said that great people don't start great, but they get started and become great. So you got to get started to become great. So that's what we're here doing, and that's what we're going to talk about. And some of the things that I wanted to talk about were just some little technical things to get started with first today. Have had a lot of people ask questions about domain names, forwarding domains, what's the importance of subdomains, and so I wanted to kind of tackle that first today. And why is it important to have a unique domain name? A lot of companies, a lot of places, they give you a page or a web page that you can go to that's linked with the company that you can use. And you know what? To get started, that's great. However, some of these bigger companies, places like Google and Facebook and some of those others, will see these big company names, and if you use that link in your Facebook or whatever, they're going to block those links. So if you get your own unique domain name, then you can forward all of your stuff through your own unique domain name, and you're not going to get blocked. It's a way of branding yourself. And then the other great thing is if you want to forward a different page later to that page, it is so easy to go in and just forward that link, that one link, instead of having to go back to a whole bunch of Facebook posts or a whole bunch of blog posts or a whole bunch of other things and change all those links again. All I have to do is go in and change the forwarding on one or two links or a couple of my unique domain names. It makes your work easier. And that's what we want to help you with, is making your work easier, making your life easier, because guess what? Everybody's going to have bumps in the road. And when we have a bump, let's kind of have forward thinking so that when we have those bumps, it's easier to get over them and say, okay, if this happens, then I can do this. And that's what we want to kind of help you with. You know, we've had some bumps, and we'll say, hey, if a bump like this comes along, this is what we did, or this is what we've seen other people do. We ask around, we talk to other people and see how they get over their bumps, and we want to share that information with you. That's what masterminding and teams are all about, is helping each other to get over those bumps and to get over those hard times. So let's go ahead and just move forward here. So I'm going to show you, finding your own unique domain name is not difficult. And it doesn't have to be expensive to get started either. So I am going to show you how to do this with GoDaddy, because that's what we use the most. And you see, you could type in here starting, and you could do GoDaddy promo code or GoDaddy coupon. And you see right here at the top of the page is one for 99 cents. I mean, that's not going to break anybody's bank or anything. You click on that domain for 99 cents. And then you're just going to type in there something that you want your domain name to be, what you want to have as a domain name. So often it's a good idea to put your name in there with it. And while we're talking about domain names, you can swing it. One domain name is great. If you can do it, especially where you can do the one for 99 cents, and you may have to clear cookies and histories to come back and get a second one for 99 cents, 2 is even better. Because then you can use one for like your blog page and all your things, and your other one for your sales funnels and stuff like that. And I will show you that. So let's just see. And I'm not going to keep this one because we already have a bunch, but I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm just going to say Patty's Place. So then I search there, and it says, oh, sorry, that's not available. But then it will tell me, well, this is available for this price, or this price, or this price. And often the .info ones are less expensive. And if that doesn't work, then you type in something else. Like, let's say, work with Patty. Yeah, and we'll search that one. And it says, good news, this is available. And I didn't clear my cookies, so it's not going to let me go in and do one for 99 cents because I've already done that before. But if it's you and you haven't done it before, you'll be able to go in and do the 99 cent or the $2.99 one and continue on and get set up. Okay? So what I'm going to do is just log in, and I already have several domains. Okay? Or we already have several domains. The hangouttime.com that you used to get to the webinar today. And I have one that's a lot less selly, I guess is, for lack of a better word at the minute, iChallengeYou.info. And that's one I use a lot with some of my Facebook posts. You have jacklater.com, jacklater.net, jackswebinars.com, learntraffic.info, mytotalfunnel, and retire with Jack. So we've built up, several different domains that we use for different things. And let me go in and show you how to forward a domain. So let me go right here and grab a sales funnel link to just kind of show you how you do that. So if you go into your Prosperity back office, if you're using any of their sales funnels.
Hey, this is Adam.
Let's just go here to an iPass Silver. Okay, and then in one of the 3D Wealth funnels. So if I wanted to forward one of those funnels, say this one right here, all I need to do is copy that, and then I go back here, And I'm going to go into jacklater.net. And I have already got several subdomains here. And one of them I have is 3D Wealth. And all I have to do is copy and paste that. But what you will do is, because you can see over here they already have the HTTP, so you're just going to get rid of that and just put the rest of the URL. And then on all of the sales funnels or things like that, I always forward with masking. And then I'll hit edit and save. And on those, it usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes to forward. And that's it. See how easy that is? You can forward the main. So in here, I'm sorry, I need to go back because I didn't show you how to get there. So when you go into your domains, you're going to go to all of your domains. You click on the domain that you want, and like I did there, it was jacklater.net. And then you just scroll down until you come here to where it says forwarding. If you were going to forward the domain itself, it's the same as what I just showed you. You hit manage. And then to edit one that I already had a domain forwarded to, I click this edit button right here. But if I was going to do a forward on one that I had never forwarded before, then I would use this forward update button. And I'm going to show you in just a minute how that works. So on this one, I hit the edit button because I had already forwarded it previously. And so then I just put that in right there. Okay? And then you're going to ask, well, what about subdomains? Why do I need subdomains? Well, number one, if you're only getting one domain, you can get up to 80 subdomains, and that gives you multiple options as far as being able to... Oh, someone says they can't see my screen. Sorry about that. Thanks, Sharon. I did not do a good job about sharing. Let me go back and show you that again. Okay, and hopefully you can see my screen now. Let me go back here really quick and just show you again. I just went to Google and typed in, GoDaddy coupons. And that was right here. And then I just clicked on that. And then you can type the name in here and you hit search. And you just keep searching until you find one that is available. Okay, and then I went over here to let me go back to my main page here. I just logged into my GoDaddy account. And then right here I went to manage domains. And then here are all of the domains that we have. And in here with jacklater.net, you just click on the domain itself, and then you'll scroll down, and right here it says forwarding. To forward the main domain right here, you're going to click manage right here, and this little button right here is the edit button, where you would edit if you had already previously forwarded. And the one over here that says update forward is what you would do if you were going to forward one that you had never forwarded before. So, and then here are all the subdomains, and you can see on this one I have 8 subdomains. And part of the reason I've done that is that's where I have put all of our several different sales funnels, but I also have one here. There's a few that are really good to have. Okay, I have one here that's just FAQ, which is frequently asked questions. So these are good ones to have with your subdomains. A frequently asked questions page. And there is a link with that with prosperity. Let me just go in here and I can give you that. So it's www.prosperityteam.com/FAQ/? ID equals, and then it would be your Empower network username. And that goes to a frequently asked questions page. And I'll show you what that one looks like. And it's really nice if you have a page like this, because then you can just send them to this. But what I'm going to do is this one, because I forwarded it, and it makes it really easy for you to tell people. I just say, oh, if you go to HTTP, it's faq.jacklater.net. And it could be whatever your name is. And then it goes to that page. So it makes it really easy for me to remember, oh, where that page is and what I wanted to show them. Okay? And then I also have an income disclosure statement. You know, if you anytime that you talk about money that you've earned or something like that, you have to put an income disclosure in your emails, on your blog pages, any of those other things, or the compliance people will be contacting you. So one of the forwards that you really need to have and is perfect as a subdomain is income. And I just have income that would go to income.jacklater.net. And that goes to the income disclosure page. And then I also have one here for compliance, work with me, inner circle, 4 steps. Several of these are just sales funnels. And so then I can do the different sales funnels with that specific domain name that I want. So I have a lot of forwards right there. But for like Jack's webinars, I only have one forward. Oh, so sorry. So what I do on that one, and I use this one for the Wednesday Prosperity Hangouts, and they have a registration page. So the main registration page goes to jackswebinars.com. And I just put that in, and then when people click on that, it goes to the registration page. And then as soon as they register and get their email in there, then I have an email sent to go out to them an hour before the webinar. That's live.jackswebinars.com, and that goes to the live link so that when they're ready to click into the webinar, they don't have to go through the registration page again. And that is live.jackswebinars.com. So can you see how beneficial it can be to have subdomains? Okay, let's go in here to retirewithjack.com. And I have some domains set up, and I'm going to show you how to set up a subdomain. You're going to go and click on, I showed you the retirewithjack.com. Then you're going to go here and click on DNS file. DNS zone file. And then you'll scroll down a little bit, and as you can see, I have several other subdomains already here. The first thing I'm going to do is see here where it says points to. I'm just going to copy, that's the IP address for your computer. I'm just going to copy that really quickly, and I'll show you why here in a second. You're going to click on Add Record, and then you get this pop-up here that says Record Type. The record type is a host. Okay? And right here where it says points to, you're going to paste that IP address that you just copied. Okay? And then with the retirewithjack.com, host is what you want your subdomain to be. So, excuse me, on this one, oh, sorry, my mouth is just a teeny bit dry. I can have a quick drink of water here, sorry. That's good water. Okay, so right here you're going to type in what you would want your subdomain to be. And then here I am going to put team, and that's it. So then it will be team.retirewithjack.com. And I'll show you what I am going to do with that. Then you just hit save. Okay, and then you're also see this red right here. It kind of gives you this red pop-up to let you know you still need to do one more thing. You need to click on Save Changes there as well. And if you don't do that, then it's not going to save it. Okay, so right now here I have team.jacklater.net. Okay, so now I'm going to go back up here and click on Settings again. Then I'll go back down, scroll back down here to Forwarding, and under Subdomains, I'm going to click on Manage. And right here, I'm going to put Add Subdomain Forwarding. And right here, I'm going to type team.
Okay, you got it. Share call.
Oh, yeah.
You're clear now.
Okay, I'm going to type team. And then this is where I'm going to put the forward. And what I'm going to do there is I am going to link that to our team Facebook page. And so what I'll do is I'll go up here to the top and grab the URL. If it lets you grab everything except the HTTP, then that's one less step you have to do. Okay, and then paste it in there. And on a lot of these subdomains, because I do happen to change them now and then, I'm going to put it to temporary. And the reason I do that is for a couple of reasons. The first one is that I am going to, there's a good chance I'm going to go back and change the forwarding. And the second one is that it takes place faster. The forward goes through faster when it's a temporary change instead of a permanent change. Okay, then right underneath here you have a forward setting. There can be a forward only or a forward with masking. So on a lot of things like capture pages, sales funnels, a lot of times even your blog page where you're trying to mask another domain that sometimes gets blocked. So if you have a company link that often gets blocked on Facebook or other places, then you're going to want to forward it with masking. For like the webinar that we do for this Hangout, it won't allow masking, so I have to do forwarding only. So then you can put a title in there. You don't have to. I'm just going to put Team Facebook Group in there. You can put descriptions. You can put keywords if you want it searchable. For this, I really don't. It doesn't matter to me, so I'm just going to add. And then here, I'm going to click Save. Okay, and then it says domain forwarding will take place shortly, and we'll come back and check on that. But if you see here, team is there and it's there, but if I went and checked on it, it wouldn't be effective yet, but we can check it before we get done. So that is how we do forwarding and subdomains. And, you know, it may seem a little bit technical, but if you do it one step at a time, after you've done it a couple of times, you'll be really fast at it, and it does really help to manage your links and all of that. And like I said, if you needed to change something and you decided to change a sales funnel, or maybe you decide you're going to go a different way with something, and maybe the team page, I want to go somewhere else next time. It's really easy for me to go in here and change this one domain and where it goes, than having to go in and change my link on 100 different blog pages or different Facebook posts because I have a dead link or something. You know, we've had YouTube videos that got taken down, and so then we had to go back and fix those links. Well, talking to other people, they said, hey, use your unique domains, and then you don't have to go back and change all those blog pages or all those web pages. You're just re-forwarding that one domain name or the one subdomain name, and it really makes your life a lot easier than having to change a whole bunch of those. Okay, anybody have any questions on that? I'll wait here just a second and see if you have any questions. Okay. If we don't have any other questions, then I am going to go back and I want to do a couple things with your Facebook, okay? You can go, and I want to show you how to create this. This is just your home page for Facebook. And this, if you click on your picture over here, this goes to your profile page. And this shows only your posts. If you go here to your home page, this is your news feed that shows your posts plus people who are your friends. And then it has ads and stuff over here on the side. So what I want to show you how to do is to create a fan page. And the fan page, I'll show you a fan page right here. The fan page looks a little bit different. It still has the cover here, but it gives you a lot more options, and Facebook gives you a lot more leeway in promoting your business from this page than they do from your own personal page. And here, if you hit show, it gives you all of this stuff for managing pages, people who have messaged you, if you would want to invite friends to like your page. It shows the reach of your posts from this page, which you can't do on the other page. For me, it's a lot nicer because if I'm posting to groups or I'm posting with friends, I can see my paid reach or my organic reach. I want to get down here a little bit. I haven't. Okay, so here's one that we did have paid reach. So here it shows the total reach is 2,680. 2,454 was paid, and the rest was organic. So that kind of shows me on those. Also shows notifications, who likes your page, who's commented on your page. It also gives you a place here of people's pages that you want to watch. People maybe that you want to compete with and see, oh, well, they get this many likes. I want to see if I can compete with them. You can promote your page from here. And it's awesome. Another thing that you can do is see insights. And this is a great thing to look at because you can see your page likes, who likes your page, who liked this week, who liked last week. Are your likes up this week? Are your engagements up this week? You can look at specific posts, and it shows you data as far as, you know, times of day. So, you know, times of day, I have a peak right there at about 9 o'clock. The largest peak is around 1 o'clock, and then it goes down and it shows when and how many people are logging in. This gives you the ability to work with your posts, maybe do a few more posts right here in this peak time, schedule posts to go out so that you can know what you want and to target your market a little bit more. We'll talk a little bit more about targeting market. And this just shows organic reach, post clicks, likes and comments. So that goes, you know, it shows, you know, this one is all organic. This one here is organic. I haven't done any paid ones for a little bit, but let me go down here and see. And then it shows clicks and likes. Okay, so this one right here, the light yellow is the organic reach, and the dark yellow is the paid reach, because I paid to boost this one because I decided this was something important I wanted more people to see. And you can see how that increased the likes and comments and shares. Okay, so you can see those right there. Those are a couple of paid ones, and that's just your insights. And that's another reason why having a fan page is good, is because it gives you that opportunity to monitor what's happening with your page. It also has these opportunities for app buttons right here. This one right here is just photos, but this right here is actually an app where I can send them to a video that they can find out more information about my business. So shows videos here. This one I can send them over to, I send them to the Prosperity Team Hangouts and have the video for the hangout for that week. So it also, that's a great opportunity. It allows you to add up to 8 buttons here. So that gives you, you can put, and you can do whatever you want. You can do other, you know, training videos or link them to different things that you want. You know, there's no limit to what you can do, and there's a lot of apps. You can go in here and search, you know, help and search apps, and it tells you different apps that you can use there. This one right here, this app that goes through a video, I use with 22 Social. And then what I wanted to show you is if you go here, you can go to Create Page. Okay, and you can even do that from your home screen. I'm going to go back here because a lot of you have this. If you click Create Page, it's going to give you an opportunity to create a page. Okay, and this will be a fan page. And you need to decide what you want it to be. Is it a local business or place, a company or organization, a brand or product, an artist or public figure, entertainment, a cause or community? I'm just going to set this one up as a public figure. And then you're going to choose a category, and it gives you a whole bunch of categories here. You know, designer, entertainer, fictional, writer, producer, politician. Okay, I'm just going to choose business person. And then what you're going to do right here is put the name of what you want your fan page to be. Okay? And so I'm going to just put a name in here, Patty's Place. And I'm not going to continue this, but you can actually have as many fan pages as you want. Okay? So then you're going to add a description, any website links or anything that you want to put in there. And then this says choose a unique Facebook web address. So this is where you're going to put that unique web address that you want it to be. And then it asks you, is this person a real celebrity or famous person? You could put yes or no. You know, you may be famous in your own niche. Then you're going to do save. The second thing it's going to have you do is add a profile picture and add this page to your favorites. But I'm not going to continue on that, but I'll show you where favorites goes, and we can do I'll show you how to do the profile picture as well. So right here is your favorite. So if you want to save your fan page to your favorites, then it'll be right here where it's quick and easy to add to. So I'm just going to go here and show you how to upload a profile picture and also how to make your own cover photo. You can go to places like Fiverr or other places and pay. I mean, on Fiverr, you're only going to pay like $5 for somebody to create a fan page for you. And that is Fiverr, Fiverr. You know, you can go there to Fiverr and you just type in Facebook cover, and you can find all these people that are willing to do covers for you for $5. Just tell them what you want, what things you want to make, and they'll make it for you. But I'm going to show you, you know, if you want to make it yourself, you're on a limited budget getting started, it is possible to make it yourself, and it isn't too bad. So I'm going to show you how to do that. For your profile picture, if you just hover over it, it says Edit Profile Picture. And you can do Upload Photo, and that would upload it from your computer. Excuse me. Sorry, needed a drink there. For some reason, my throat's really dry today. And you could just scroll through your pictures, what you have, and upload the photo that you want. I'm going to go... let's see, where is the one I want? Well, I'll just do this one. That isn't the one I wanted. It was close to that one, but I'm not seeing it. But I want to just... Okay, so then I have that photo right there. I'm going to find out where that other one is. Helps if I type correctly. Okay. Okay, now I see. So let me... All right, this is the one I wanted to do. Okay, and it will let you edit thumbnail. Okay? It'll let you drag to adjust it. Can you see how I can move it there so he's more centered in the picture? And then I'll hit save. So then it saves it just like I wanted right there. Okay, and then to do a cover photo, what you can do is go into your PowerPoint, and it will allow you to make your own image. So what you need to do is to get this, you can see how I've got the screen right here, the size I want it to be. Normally when it comes up, it's going to be more of a regular page size like this. But for the cover photo, I want it like this. And how you get to that, I have an older, a little bit older version of PowerPoint. And with that version, it is under Design, and then over here to Page Setup. If you have a newer computer, next to Home is a column that says File, and you'd go into File and do Page Setup. But then it's going to be the same from there. You're going to go here and you're going to change it to Custom, and the width is 11.35 inches by 4.2 inches. And you're going to have it on Landscape. And then when you click OK, you're going to get this white border right here. Okay? And then to find a background picture, if you go onto your internet and just kind of do a Google search, you can do like tropical HD wallpaper. Okay? And then you just click images for tropical HD. And then you get all these pictures. And that's where I found that one. So you just kind of look through and see what you want. And you'll want to look for one. See how this one right here has a copyright image on it. You're going to want to, stay away from that. And since you're going to put it as a cover, and we may want to put other stuff on there, you may want to have some space in there that is open and allows you to do some typing. Allows you to put some words in. Let's try this one right here. So then I click on it. I'm just going to right click and do Save Image As, and then Tropical Island Beach Wallpaper, and I'm just going to save that in my Images folder. Okay? And then I'll go back here to my Facebook cover, and I'm going to go to this Design tab again. If you're in a newer version, it's under Format. But then I'm going to go over to Background Styles. Then I'm going to come down here underneath it and say Format Background Styles. And then it gives me this right here. I'm going to click Picture or Text Fill or Texture, and I'm not going to do the texture. I'm just going to click there, and then I'm going to go down Insert from File. And then it's going to go to, then I'm going to pull up the folder that I want. And that was down there under Tropical. If you can't remember, go back over here, click on the article. Tropical Island was what that one was. There it is, Tropical Island. And I just click on that. Then I'll close this and see how it automatically just fills the whole space with what you want. You know, you don't have to do any stretching or changing. It automatically fills the background with the image you want, and it makes it look great. So then I could just upload it exactly how it is, or I could put some text in here. And if you want to put text, you're just going to go here to insert. You can do word art to give you like big, bold letterhead or whatever, or you can do a text box. I'm going to do word art for a, so that I can do, kind of a headline. And I'm putting it here. No, not there. I'm putting out Jack Later's Prosperity Solutions. So what I'm going to do is just type the same thing in here. Now that's a little bit big for my page. So all you have to do is highlight that, and you can adjust the font to the size that you want it. And then I can just move it right into here. And there it is. And actually, I think I might like it a little bit bigger. Nope, too big. Okay, so there I have my words. You just move your cursor and adjust it to where you want. And remember that your profile picture is going to go over here in this corner. So don't put any text or anything over here in this corner. Kind of leave that open, and so that your profile picture won't cover up the words that you have. Then I'm going to go in here, and I have a program called Snagit, or you can also use Jing, J-I-N-G, which is a free program, and it's just a screen capture software. So I'm going to click here on image, and then I click here on the button, and it lets me capture just this picture and save it in the format that I need to upload to Facebook. It needs to be in like a JPEG or one of those, and so then I'll just do save as, and I'll do prosperity Facebook cover. Okay, and then just make sure it saves where you want it to save. Where do I want that? I want it back. Oh, sorry, that's not where I want it. I want it in there. And then I'm just going to click save. And then I will get out of here. And then I go back to my Facebook page and hover over where it says change cover. I'm just going to upload photo. And just go into here, and it's changed. And if you need to move it one way or another, you just kind of click on it and drag it to change it how you want, but it's pretty much how I want it. So then I'm just going to hit save change. And there it is. There's my new Facebook cover. It has a tip here. And there it is. So it's kind of fun. and that was not that hard to do. Any of you guys can do that. Then the other thing I want to recommend that you do is click on your cover page, and it pulls up this page right here. And then I want you to go in and click Add a Description, because this makes your picture clickable. Okay? Then you're going to type in there a description and a link that links them to you and helps them kind of maybe get more information. I'm going to put, if you want more information about making money online. It's hard to talk and type at the same time. Click here and put a call to action. That makes it so more people will click that link. Little arrow, and then put your HTTP in there, because that makes it a more clickable link for everybody regardless of the format of their computer. And I'm going to send that one to seethevideonow.net. Okay? And then I'm done editing. Okay? And that's what they're going to see. So then when somebody comes here and they click on the picture, it opens this up and it makes it almost a clickable image, because now here's a link for them to click on. And you want to do the exact same thing, with your picture, your profile picture. Go in and add a description. You can say the same thing. I work with all people at any level to earn money online. Click here to find out more. And yours can be anything you want it to be. You need to think about what your target audience is. And we're going to talk about that more here in just a minute. Okay? And then I'm done editing. And that didn't take very long, but that makes you more accessible to other people. And then you'll go in and start posting. And posting in here is really similar to other places. One other thing is you want to go in here on the About section and make sure that you put a little blurb here, again with another link, because this is optimizing your page so that people can access you, can access what you have to offer. And so this is the third place. You're going to put, and you go here to edit about, and here's the short description. You'd put edit there. Here's a little biography part, who you are, what you are. It gives other things that if people click on, you're going to want to go through this and fill out this information so people can find out more about you and who you are. And then you go back to view page, okay? So if they click on here, they find out more about you and who you are and what you have to offer or what you represent. Okay, so that way you guys can do this. This is, it doesn't have to be hard. You go back, you do it step by step with the video if you need to. The video will be up tomorrow. And you can make your own cover photo. You could do this and then promote yourself. If you wanted to put a web link on there, you could do that. If you're doing a Facebook cover for your profile page, I don't recommend putting a URL. Facebook doesn't like that as much, and we don't want to do anything to upset Facebook or get in Facebook jail. So I recommend just keeping this a little more generic and not as much sales or pitchy, but on your fan page, URLs are okay. Facebook doesn't get upset about those as much as they do on the other pages. Okay, let me look. I see some questions. How does someone see your fan page? Okay, so the way that you get people to see your fan page is a couple of different ways. That's a really good question. Thanks, Sharon. When you scroll down here, all of the friends that you have on your home page, back here on your home page, where you have friends, you know, you invite friends, or here I have these people who've requested to be friends, and we're going to talk in a minute about how do I get people to request to be friends, because we usually get about this many people every day requesting to be my friend. You know, how do I get people to come to me? So going back over here to the fan page, there's a couple of ways. Right here it says invite your friends, and so what you do is you just go in here and click the button and invite all your friends. And I do this probably on a daily basis, because when I get that many people who are requesting to be friends, then there's new people that show up here who, and maybe some of them are family and you don't want to have to worry about your business fan page. Just click out of those and invite the rest. Okay, and so then you've invited all those people, and when they come in and see your page, and then it tells you how many likes you have on that page. Another way is you go up here and you copy this link, and you can put that in your posts on your wall and say, hey, I just created a new fan page on my wall. Come and like my page. And then I'm going to show you another way here in just a minute, how you can find people to bring to your page. But those are the fastest ways, just right up front. Let me see anything else. Does it cost anything to get a fan page? No. It does not cost anything to open up a fan page. All you have to do is go in like I showed you here and hit create a fan page from your regular homepage on Facebook. It doesn't cost anything to do a fan page. You can do paid advertising from your fan page, but that's another day's lesson. Okay, let me see. Another question here back about domains and subdomains. So using one domain, you just use the subdomains and you use your own title. Correct. So your, let me go back here to visit my account here. If you do visit my account, you'll see these from here, and you'll hit launch to see your domains or your own specific domain. So yeah, so your specific domain like jacklater.com is always going to be there. And then when you add the subdomain, it is always going to go in front of whatever your domain is. So like I showed you, I have a lot of subdomains on jacklater.com. I don't on on jacklater.net. I have a lot. On jacklater.com we don't, because that goes to our blog page. So all of these subdomains that I have, you do, and I'm sorry I didn't mention this a minute ago. You will not have a www after that. You're always going to have, I'm just going to pull up a page here. It's always going to be, let me make the font bigger here so everybody can see. It's always going to be http:// no www, and then remember the subdomain that we created was team, so then you put team.jacklater.net. So that's what it would be. If I add another subdomain, like I had the subdomain for the frequently asked questions, it's just faq.jacklater.net, no wwws. Or if I had the one for income disclosures, it's income.jacklater.net. And that was how I was saying that it makes it really easy when people ask a question of you to be able to just give them that link, because it's just right there. Oh, the income one, it's income.jacklater.net. The question is fact.jacklater.net. So it just makes it really nice. And if you're doing your different sales funnels and you give a name to the different sales funnels, that one that I showed you was the 3D Wealth, and I just did it as 3dcp.jacklater.net. So if I have different sales funnels that I'm sending people to, I can automatically know, oh, that one I set up as this, and it makes it really, really nifty. Okay, great. Any other questions? Just let me know. I need to stop more often and look at that so we don't get behind on questions. Okay. So I wanted to show you this page right here, and I'm just going to make that big so that you can see it better, and I will give you a couple minutes to kind of copy this down. What I've put on here is you have your these are your cover page sizes. Your Facebook cover page size is 850 pixels by 315, or 11.35 by 4.2 inches. When you go in to adjust the size in your PowerPoint presentation, you have to do it in inches. If you're doing it in something else, you may be able to use the pixels. So I put both of them in there so that you would have that information. You can copy this and put it down so that it's really easy for you to go in. You can make your own Facebook cover, your own Google Plus cover, your own YouTube page cover, whatever you're using. I also included the Empower Network banners so that you can go in and make your own Empower Network banner. And I didn't include these right here because I wanted to show you how I found the converter to change it from pixels to inches, so that it, or if you needed to go from inches to pixels, how you could do that. So let me go out of here really quick. I'll come back so that you can finish copying those. Just give me just a second here. So I just searched how many inches is 2,560 pixels. And I went down and just clicked on this one right here. Is that the one? Nope. And guys, I'm just showing you, if you have a question and you have a problem, how can you solve it? Well, this is how you solve it. You go into Google or Yahoo or wherever, and you just search until you find one that works for you. Okay, so it was this one right here. Okay, it has a little calculator. And so then what I'm going to do is put in that information that I didn't have for, like, the side banner was 312 by 555. And then I just go down here and hit convert. And that is 3.25 inches by 5.78 inches. So then I'm just going to go back in here to my page and paste that in so that we have it. And let's do this other one. And it was 960 pixels by 188. And I hit convert. And then that gives me in inches. It also says right here that 96 pixels, there's about 96 pixels per inch. But instead of having to figure it out yourself, all you have to do is just put it in the calculator. Okay? And so then it's done. And I will make this big again so that if you didn't get to see it the first time, you can write these down. So I'm just going to wait a minute here and give you time to write this down. I'll also make a copy of this and put in the blog tomorrow. And just to remind you, the blog page is jacklater.com. And I'll have a blog with this information and the video from the webinar at jacklater.com tomorrow, so that if you didn't get a chance to write all these down, it's going to be right there tomorrow.
It'll be a supplemental training.
Okay?
Supplemental training. Tell me.
jacklater.com, and then it'll be in the supplemental training section. Okay? Perfect. So, we only have a few more minutes. So, I wanted to go back over here to Facebook and show you how you can find more people to bring to your page. So it's called Facebook graph searching. And what it is you go up here to your Facebook page and you see when you click in there that it already gives you information that you can start searching. I'm just going to type in here friends. Okay? Actually, I want to type my friends. Okay? So it's going to give me this right here, my friends. So here you see people who are my friends. Okay, and I know a few of you because I know Sharon's asked some questions already. I know she's on here tonight. These are my friends, you know. Here's my niece, people who I might be following. And what I want to do is it gives you, it says more than 1,000 friends. We have more than 1,000 friends. And it gives me a few filters right here. Well, what I want to do is I want to click on see more filters. Okay, and see how it gives me all this? It gives me work and education, likes and interests, photos and videos, living, family and relationships. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to add a filter to these people so I can see. So I'm going to go here to position, maybe to work. I want to see what kind of business these guys are in. So I'm just going to click on, you could do business, or maybe I want to, I want to, I'm going to type in maybe entrepreneur. Okay. And then it doesn't want to do that for me. Now let's just say what business they're in. Okay. Okay, so businesses. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, so I'm going to add business. I'm going to add Salt Lake. Nope, they couldn't find any there. So just hit remove. So you can hit remove. And you can just search tons of stuff here. Let's say work from home. So now I clicked work from home. This shows me all of my friends who in their descriptions say that they work from home. So maybe work from home is a niche of people that I want to bring to my fan page. Maybe I'm going to do one fan page just to kind of focus on people that work from home. So then I do this filter, and all of these people right here work from home. So I can even go in and maybe send them messages, say, hey, I noticed that you work from home too. Get in a conversation with them, and then after you've had a little bit of conversation with them, find out more about them, what they like to do. You can say, hey, I have a fan page where I do a lot of posts with tips for people who work from home, how to build their business. Go check it out. Give them the link. They can go check it out. They like your page, and that's how you, another way of how to bring people to your fan page. Okay? And this is how you can search just tons of stuff. Okay, so this one we did people who work from home. Well, maybe I want to do network marketing or self-employed, or here's online network marketers. Maybe I want to just do and focus on online network marketers. I have 17 friends. Well, guess what? If I do see more filters, basic info, I can also do specific locations. You know, I can type in a specific state or something like that. And I can go down here to relationships, and this is friends. Well, maybe I've already worked with all those friends. Maybe I want to do people who are not my friends. So now I have this whole group of people who are who are interested or doing online network marketing who are not my friends. Okay? And this shows that there's about a few less than 100 people. So see all these people right here? I could even go in and add these people as friends. Now, a word of warning here. Don't go and click add really fast, or you're going to get flagged from Facebook. Go and add 4 or 5, do something else, come back and do 4 or 5 more, maybe message 4 or 5. If you go in and add like 20 or 10 in a row really fast, then you're going to get flagged on Facebook, and if you get flagged too many times, then you go to Facebook jail, and then you got to start all over and make new Facebook pages again. It's all about timing on Facebook. Don't do it too fast, okay? But see all these people here? I can even add other filters if I want to narrow it down more, okay? I can go in and I can look and see information about these people. This person manager at online network marketing, studied tourism, has 340 mutual friends, okay? So I could go to their page, I could check them out, find out what they do. That gives me an opportunity to go in and message these people, get in a conversation with them. Messaging and conversation is another active marketing method to bring people to your business opportunity and whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's the opportunity we have with Empower Network or whether it's another business opportunity. This is an active marketing way to find people and bring them to your business. Now remember, I know we talked about this before on one of our other hangouts, but I just want to mention it again because I know we've got some people here that weren't on our webinar then, is that rule of thumb is you have at least 3 or 4 conversations with a person before you share any links with them, or you don't share links unless they ask. You go in and say, hey, I noticed, let's click on Ivan's page here, okay? And I go in and I click on About. And I find out he's from Bulgaria. You want to talk with it, here's his brothers. Maybe you don't know much about Bulgaria. Maybe you want to stay with people in English-speaking countries. Well, that's okay too. We can go back to the page that we were on and you can see, okay, well, Arthur here lives in North Carolina. Maybe I used to live in North Carolina, so I have something in common with him, and I can say, oh, hey, I used to live in North Carolina, or hey, my brother lives in North Carolina, or hey, I've never been to North Carolina. What is it like there? Is it hot and humid? You know, and you go through his webpage, you see things about him, what he does, what he likes, you click on About, you do your homework. You do your homework, okay? You know, it even has his birthday here, so you know how old he is, when his birthday is. Maybe you have the same birthday. You can even go in and look at his photos. I love going in and looking at people's photos because, hey, look right here. His daughter just graduated. So maybe you can find some similarities, some things in common, some things you can talk to them about. And then you'll go and message that person and you'll say, hey, Arthur, remember to use their name because they don't want to have you think they're spamming. And you write a message to them. Hey, noticed your daughter just graduated. Congratulations. I bet that felt great. You know, ask him more about his family. Get to know this person and get to know the things that they need. One thing I do need to tell you is if you message someone before you add them as a friend, your message goes into their other box. See, when you pull up messages here, I have 99 in my inbox. Right over here in gray is other. Okay, I have these people in my other box. If you didn't know about your other box, you may want to check it now and then because people who are not your friends who message you, it goes to your other box. So often it is good to request to be a friend first, and then once they've accepted you as a friend, to message them, because then they see your message. Not everybody checks their other box. Okay? So this this graph tool here is just a fabulous way to really target the market of people who you want to target. Maybe you're not into network marketing. Maybe you're into animals or something. Well, you can type things in here. Likes, other. You could put in dogs. Maybe you want to, here, dog lovers. All of these people here are dog lovers. There's another niche for you. Maybe that's the niche that you want. But this is a place to really target your marketing and target the group of people who you want to target. That is going to make you more successful and help you be able to contact the people who will benefit from what you have to offer them. Okay, we are just about out of time here. So I want to just see if anybody else has questions.
Like 1 minute.
So I'll open it up here. See if anybody else has questions. Anything else you need me to answer? I'll wait just a minute because I know we have kind of a short delay here between me and you.
All of those been answered?
Yes.
We can't see your screen.
That was at the
Was that
beginning.
earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's it.
All right.
Like a minute.
Okay, well, hey guys, it has been great having you here today. If you have any questions, have any problems that you need us to address on future webinars, let us know. We're happy to do that. We're happy to show you and help you move your business forward. You guys have a great evening, and put your best foot forward and be unstoppable in making things happen, because we know that you can do it. Any comments, Jack, before we go?
That's it. You know, this has been one more piece of the puzzle that we put together today, a big piece of the puzzle. And I want to encourage you to continue to be on the webinars every week, every Thursday, because there's going to be a different piece of the puzzle every single week. And that's how it is in business. You just implement what you can, when you learn it, and utilize it. You know, obviously on Facebook, there's there's a lot of ways to make your money on Facebook, and we're learning as we go. And this is just one more piece of the puzzle. I want to encourage those of you who happen to own the Internet Traffic Formula. Check out Chris Records' training that he has in there, and it's very significant. Chris Records has made a ton of money on Facebook. We're learning from him, and as we do these webinars on a weekly basis, we do try to share with you new things that we've been learning too, as well as stuff that we've already been implementing. Zig Ziglar said something to the effect that you can get anything in life that you want if you help enough other people get in life what they want. And some of the things that Patty was showing you today, think about the individuals, the one-on-one contacts that you can make with people. You're providing them a solution to problems. And I would invite you to invite some of those people on these webinars. You could even invite them on the Prosperity Team webinars. But let's give them some value so that they could be benefited in their own life, and they'll stick with you in the long term. So anyway, I want to share that with you, and make it a great day. We've got another training that's coming up here on our own that we need to go to. Those of you who are involved with Vic's product will probably want to jump on that webinar, so we need to close this up right now. Again, I want to remind you about next week. It's going to be 7:30 Eastern time again next week. I invite you to be on there, as well as those of you who are guests today. So anyway, make it a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.